What's up? I'm Ben from Ready Set Inc. and I'm wearing a hat today because my hair's kind of crazy. It's just kind of slicked back from the hat. But that's okay. Today we're talking about all the Ruby cards from the first chapter. Every Monday we talk about all the cards of a color of a set. And today is no different. It is Ruby. And these cards have stood the test of time. Mostly this Maui. This Maui is probably always going to be one of the best 5-drops in Ruby. Always. We'll start it off with Abu. And I'll be honest, I didn't know Abu quested for 2. I don't think I've given this card a second look. This is the Bonsai stat line, but for 1 more and it's inkable. Not the best, but maybe Abu gets a Floodborn in the future and it'd be sicko mode. I've never played it, but this seems all right. This seems decent. Kind of a cool card. And what's this? A question mark? A hidden question mark? What are they asking about? I don't know. We got to read the flavor text here. Someday, Abu, things are going to change. We'll be rich, live in a palace, and never have any problems at all, says Aladdin. How crazy, how quirky. Next is the Aladdin that came in the starter deck, and he has an enchanted version. He is pretty sick, and in the first set, he was amazing. We had such a good time playing him. I'm going to change the exposure on this camera. Now we're brighter and even more green. Yeah, this is Aladdin, and he can shift for 5, which is good and dandy, but his ability knocks it out of the park. I want this card to be good so bad. It's so much fun. Check it out. The Daring Exploit ability. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore. And your opponent loses 2 lore. It changes the lore total by 4. What? Like, good luck to your opponent. Give back that lore. I'm just going to take it again. Aladdin does some massive damage. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody combo him with the crab. You could play the crab. Give this guy an 8-5 body. Take out a Tamatoa, 1 foul swoop. You'd also perish, but that's okay. It's bound to happen. This is Aladdin shift target. It's a 3 cost, which isn't the best, but his ability is so cool too. Yum, yum, yum. Improvise. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. It's not one of those cards like, oh, they have to have more lore than you, or oh, this and that. Lose a lore. If they don't have a lore, then they don't lose it. That's the only caveat. But boom, when you play this character, each opponent loses a lore. It's as simple as that. In a multiplayer situation, Captain, but this isn't Captain Hook. Captain Hook is literally the next card. This one is a vanilla, a 5/6/5. What's the point of Captain? Just a vanilla card. I'll be extra honest, I don't know what Captain is from. My heart tells me 101 Dalmatians, but we'll never know. We'll never know what Captain Colonel's lieutenant is from. Colonel. There's no R there. Breaking signal. Barking signal. It's an alert. Report to the Colonel at once. Barking signal. 101 Dalmatians, right? Right? Because Horace and Jasper, and this is one of them. This is like Horace and Jasper, but what am I talking about? There's Captain Crook. You're a crook, Captain Hook. It is the Ruthless Pirate. There are plenty of Captain Hooks, but this one is in a Ruby. 7 uninkable, never gets played. He's got Rush, though, which is kind of cool. While this character exerted your opposing characters with evasive, gain reckless. Was this supposed to be for Diablo? Did they put this in to be like, oh, they're going to figure this out? Like, this is how you get rid of Diablo. No, it's a 7 cost. Why would this be okay? Like, even giving it to the new Elsa, the 5th Spirit, given the Reckless, I don't see a lot of value here, but it sure does something unique. I've never read a card like that. I don't think I've looked at this card twice. And what's up with his hand? Is that just one long finger? Come on now. Ooh. You wouldn't dare fight an old Hook man to man. What does that even mean? The Donald Duck, the best vanilla there is. The boisterous fowl. Who you calling boisterous bluster? This is one of those self-aware cards, if you didn't know. He's the boisterous fowl. And he's saying who you calling boisterous. He knows what's going on. He knows he's in a card game. He knows that we know that he knows that we know he's in a card game. I love it. Glad to see it, Donald Duck. What's going on with your girl? Elsa, Ice Surfer, that's no Blizzard. When you play a character named Anna, ready this character. This character can't quest for the rest of the turn. So make sure you quest her first and then play your Anna. Why is that even just to mess with you? They're just putting this ability there to mess with you? Oh, because you untap this. I thought that you untapped Anna. Read that terribly wrong. Whenever you play a character named Anna, ready this character. So you quest, play an Anna, or ready it, and then do whatever you want, I guess. Swing into something for 3 damage. It's not evasive. It can't take out a Diablo. What's the deal with Elsa Ice Surfer? Just a cool pose? I found the full screen button, and good news, we're on to talking about Gaston. Good old Gassy here. Oh, he had the promo card. Ooh, and that promo card's expensive. He's got Reckless. He's the 4-2. He's your Daisy Duck answer on turn 3. So you play him turn 2, and then turn 3 he can take out the Daisy Duck. It's not arrogance when you're really the best. When you really are the best. The R is emboldened. Incredible value. This is how you answer Daisy Duck. This was pretty good. People tech this in a lot. I've seen this in like the new item deck just to have some early game removal, if you know what I'm saying. And then 4 strength, that takes out a lot of stuff. He's good to have around. The goofy, evasive, the Daredevil. I think this is a Lorcana unique art because I've tried looking up Goofy as Daredevil from Marvel. But nothing. Don't know what that's about. He quests for 2. I played him just as like a one-off in set 2 meta because you could have like the Minnie Mouse server and have him out. And they're super aggro. He just wins games. I liked him a lot. I wish he was a little bit better. Being the 5 cost, it's kind of a lot to ask for, especially when we're about to talk about Maui, who is the best 5 cost. LeFou, Instigator, LeFou, that's how I used to say it. But somebody corrected me in the comments, right? Fan of the Flames, when you play this character, ready chosen character, they can't quest for the rest of this turn. So typically LeFous I've seen, like Lorcana, when they're designing cards, they're like, how do we make this card like fit its character? And they usually do it in pairs. So like LeFou here, he pairs pretty well with this Gaston. So this Gaston can reckon as somebody, hopefully not perish. And then you play LeFou, it readies Gaston, he can run into somebody again. It's a good combo. And usually you see that where like the game designers are like, haha, this would make sense if these two went together. Look at them. They both got torches in their hand. They're made for each other. You love him. Maleficent the Dragon. I've bought this card for as high as $29. And now it's $20. Am I a chump? I think I bought it for $35. This one is like $1,000. Maleficent the Monstrous Dragon is one of the first cards that we ever saw. That's why it has this cute little number 1 in a little hexagon, right? Not a septagon. Dragonfire, when you play this character, you may banish chosen opposing character. How many times has this happened to you? You've been playing the game and then you get banished? Incredible. The 7/5 is also super scary. The 7 takes out just about anything that you'll play. So just swing in. And if it's not swinging, it's questing for a monstrous amount. The 9th rule of villainy, when all else fails, turn into a dragon. That's what we like to hear. That's what's up. This dragon will never not be good. In like a Ruby Sapphire control deck, it's always going to be good. Late game removal is what Ruby do be like. Up next is Maui, card 114 in the first chapter. If you know this card, you know what's up. He has Rush and he has Reckless. Maui, hero to all. So you can play him down on turn 5. you can take something out. It's as easy as that. The Reckless usually doesn't get in the way because he can't quest for anything. Like, he doesn't have lore. You're not using this to get lore. You're using this to control the board. Is that a hidden Mickey? I'll never tell. I'll never zoom in. This is an enchanted card. Wow, mama. We like those. Mickey Mouse, the Brave Little Tailor, has evasive. Not a lot of people know this card has evasive because what they're looking at is this cute little Mickey Mouse. This is the poster boy. This is the flagship. This is the child that we all know. And look at all the variants he has. We got Mickey Mouse, Quest for 4, 5. Wow, wow. You can get the regular for $3, or you can get the foil for about $40. I think this card is going to be worth money in the future. So I have like 8 of these. Just hoping that one day they'll be like $50 each. That'd be cool. But maybe not, because there's so many different rarities now. We have this one that we got in the first chapter. It has 2 rarities. It has the base and the foil. And then we have this one that we just got with the D23 exclusive set. It's about $37. And it's got a little extended art. Ooh. And then this is the second biggest version. This has the first edition, and it's usually about $1,000. This is one of the first cards that we ever saw. This is it, the poster child. And then there's a golden version of this for the people that get top 4 at the Disney Lorcana challenges. Incredible. Mickey Mouse, Brave Little Tailor. I card, like in set 1, he was a menace because questing for 4, like what up? Minnie Mouse, always classy, was super good in set 2 meta, and even in set 1. 1/3 bodies survive a lot. Now there's like more valuable stuff as like more sets go on. Stuff is just going to have more value as the 1-drop slots. But a 1/3 surviving like Storm, surviving Cinderella, singing anything on turn 2, it's a good deal. And she can also swing into stuff. She can swing into Cinderella 2 times. Take out the Cinderella. I'm talking about the yellow one. Always classy, I believe. No, dude, this is always classy. What's the Cinderella I'm thinking about? I'll put it right here. That's the one there. This can swing in it twice. I've done that many of times. Where Minnie Mouse has taken out Cinderella. It just takes me 2 turns, and that's okay. The Moana that you will never, ever see in anybody's deck. But one of the coolest arts. Look at that. There's like a Elsa ice wall. Like this card looks like it's going with this card, right? Like little ice walls. She knows Elsa. I'm just saying. When you play a character, when you play this character, you may banish chosen character named Taka. When are they going to bring Tafiti? We got the heart of Tafiti. When are we going to get Tafiti? You know who you are. Jabroni. Maybe one day we'll have a cool Taka, and this will be relevant, but we don't have a good Taka. We don't. And maybe we'll never get a good Taka. But if we ever get a good Taka, this is a card to know about. The Mulan Imperial Soldier, this is a card to know about. Look at that. She got a sword. She's got Captain. Incredible. Led by example. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, your other characters get +1 lore this turn. Incredible. And it's not even once a turn, yeah. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, your other characters get +1 lore this turn. It doesn't say once per turn. So I'm pretty sure that if you banish a character, ready it again with LaFoe, banish another character, your other characters can get +2 lore. Because there would be 2 triggers in the back. Like, the first trigger would resolve, everybody would have it, and then the trigger would go again. Like, is this cracked? Is this what it do be like? And is this Elsa's ice thing again? Is this and this and this all a connecting art? Mulan came in the gift set for chapter 1, and she also has a jumbo card. She's a super rare, and she deserves it. I like this card a lot. I thought it was super spicy. If you can find a way to give this thing Rush, I think that'd be super spicy. Oh, the Cogsworth. Dude, this is so sick. I love doing this series and knowing about the new cards. Like, using this in Cogsworth, and then boom. What a spicy, spicy combo. I love it. This is Peter Pan, the fearless fighter. You know him, the storyborn hero, Ruby, common, the first chapter, 119. He's got the rush ability, 3/2/3. Maybe he's made to take out... Oh, he's not evasive. He can't take out Diablo. What's his deal? Nobody calls Pan a coward and lives. I'll fight you man to man, with one hand behind my back. I think he's directly calling out this Hook, saying man to man. Those are the same words. This Hook and this Peter. I think they're talking to each other. Pongo! That's right, it's Pongo, and there's the hidden Mickey right in the air. Do you think that this is lore accurate? Do you think this is the spots that he had in the movie? We'll never know. It's drawn by my favorite artist for Lorcana, Brian Weiss, because he drew Flounder, and that's what's up. The evasive quest for 2, always such a good thing. This is a better Goofy, in my opinion, because 4 is a better slot for this. So what I'm saying is this Pongo is greater than this Goofy. Even though this has one more stat of each and just costs 1, I'm saying that this guy, just a better card than Goofy. That's my opinion. The Rapunzel letting down her hair. Let's talk about it. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. Sound familiar? That's like what Aladdin do be like. It's a 6 cost unequal, so nobody will ever play it. I've never seen it. I would love to see it, though. This is Scar, the fiery usurper consumed by the flames of ambition. And it's a Dreamborn. It's not a Floodborn. So why is he crazy looking? I like it. I wish there was more lore about this specific card. And I saw a TikTok like way back in August where they said, we should call this Scarizard. And I call it Scarizard now too. I like that name for this card. But it's not playable. It's kind of playable. It's not playable. Don't waste your 4 cost on this. This Scar, for some reason, was the hardest card for me to get. It's only a rare. I opened so many packs in the first chapter. This card I could not pull. I had to trade for it, and that's okay. That's just what it do be like. Shift 6 should get shifted on that bad Scar. He's 8 costs unequal. So yeah, you probably got it shifted to play it. When you play this character, readier characters will cost 3 or less. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. Is this how you make hyenas better? Because lots of the hyenas from Shimmering Skies, like Bonsai and Ed. Is Ed a 4? I think Ed's a 3. So this would ready Ed. They can't quest, though. So that'd be a bummer for Ed. It's definitely a card to look out for, especially with the hyenas gaining some popularity with Shimmering Skies. Something to know. And he has the King title? Does the other Scar have that? Nope, but this is the Floodborn, so he gets the King. Something to be aware of. This will proc Pride Lands. Sergeant Tibbs. I'm pretty fond of Sergeant Tibbs right here. The Courageous Cat. I think this pairs with Captain. Yes, sir. Righto, sir. Right away, sir. I like the Sergeant Tibbs. I played him because I had a foil version of him, so he went in my deck. 1/2/2s vanillas aren't typically great. Like, they're good when they have a shift, namely Robin Hood, Beloved Outlaw. That's a 1/2/2, and everybody plays it, but it's only because it has a shift line. And if you're playing it without a shift line, you're a mad lad, and I need to meet you. Stitch the Abomination has been making a comeback. Wow, look at that one. This is from the Disney 100 set that came out with Rise of the Floodborn. His destructive programming is taking effect. He will be irresistibly drawn to large cities where he will be back up sewers, reverse street signs, and steal everyone's left shoe. Jumba Chiquipa. And then it cuts to like Stitch in Lilo's bedroom, like who has made a perfect scale replica of a giant city, and he's just knocking it over. And then Lino's like, dude, what's wrong with you? You're mean. Do you want to listen to Elvis? Good movie. Ever seen it? This card could be good. I'll say that. There's lots of Stitch support. I'm sure that there's going to be more Stitch support because he's a fan favorite. Like Record Player is a specific Stitch support card. It could be good. It's not the best. I've seen people like Humble play it. Is that who it was? Kendall Burnett? I've seen Kendall and Humble play this. I think Humble had this in his Mufasa deck. That's what I'm talking about. And if he likes it, then I like it. Tekka, the Burning One. We haven't had another Tekka since set 1. She got the Reckless. In 8, that was one of the strongest cards we had in all of set 1. I think this might have been the most amount of strength we had in set 1. 8-6, crazy, but 6 unequal, woof. Don't want that. She burns for which was stolen for her. And then in set 3, we got Heart of Tefiti. So then we never saw Tekka again. Where's Tefiti? Do we not get Tefiti because she's a location? Oh. The most wonderful thing about Tiggers is he's the only one. So he has this keyword here, Tigger. And he will only be the only character with this keyword, Tigger. It's really cool that they did that. I love that. Overall, a perfect art. This encapsulates Tigger. If you want to play a Pooh deck, there it is. Other than that, why play it for 6? This is a worse Pongo and a worse Goofy Daredevil, right? So this is a worse Pongo and a worse Goofy. So I think Tigger's probably the worst. And then this is the second worst. And then this is Pongo. So like the trade-off between this and Tigger is you're paying 1 more whole ink just to get 1 strength. It's not good. Especially when this has the hero keyword. And hero keywords proc more things. Where the Tigger keyword procs nothing. He's the only one. Be Prepared, the song that's never sang, right? It's always played as an action. The song that's never sang. If you sing this song, let me know in the comment sections because I don't believe you. $21 for the foil. Incredible. There's Scar, and he has all of his little hyena friends. If you don't know what this card do, why are you watching this video? Thanks for watching this video. This card banishes all characters. Our teeth and ambitions are bared. And then later, we got a card that says Teeth and Ambitions. Wow. It's like parts of the whole song. Like the song is called Be Prepared. That's just a line from the song. And this is probably the best card in Ruby. And this might be the best card. A board wipe is what's up. If it didn't wipe your board, that'd be even crazier. I could see us getting like a 10-cost song that is a board wipe just for your opponent, but maybe not. Such a good card. If you don't have it in your Ruby deck, sneak one in there. It's worth it. Cut to the chase, and who do we have here? Brave Little Tailor. And where is he going? Is that Rapunzel's tower? We'll never know. Chosen character gains a rush this turn. They can challenge the turn they're played. This is a 2-cost action. And what did I say about Mulan? All you need to do with Mulan is give her rush. And there is literally a card that gives Mulan rush. Cut to the chase. Incredible value. I love it. If it was a song, it'd be crack. This is worse Cogsworth. I think Cogsworth takes the place of this card if you're trying to play this card. Dragonfire is a card that I loved in set 1. It was so fun to play Ruby in set 1. There were so many cool things to do with Aladdin and Dragonfire, and wow. All of it's just so good. So this is Maleficent's Dragon ability just on an action card. So if we go back to Maleficent Dragon, Her ability is when you play this character, you may banish chosen character. And then this one is banish chosen character. And you play this action card, you banish chosen character. Rare is the hero who can withstand a dragon's wrath. Does the flavor text go on this? Yes, it does. You get this version of the card for attending a Disney Lorcana challenge for this first season. But you have to play till round 3. Fan the Flames is a LaFoe's ability, but as an action card, and it only costs 1, which is lovely. Ready chosen character, they can't quest for the rest of this turn. So if you look at LaFoe, here, it's his ability, but as an action card for 1 less. And then it pairs well with Gaston, right? The same thing that I said about Gaston, or LaFoe, I'll say about this card. Zzz. Got a sword. Chosen character gets +2 strength this turn. Lovely. I forgot about this card. This makes sense. This is a way to buff your Elsas right now. Like your Elsa 5th Spirit from Shimmering Skies. This can also buff this thing, which would be cool. Like, make this a 6/5 and take out some stuff, dude. Take out a Robin Hood in 1 swoop. Robin Hood Champion of Sherwood. I like it. That's a cool action. This should be in more decks, but you don't want to top deck it because then it's pointless. Tangle and ew, is that all hair? Am I right? So, like, I'm following around the hair, and it seems like it's coming from 2 places. Like, this looks like it's one all by itself, but I guess this could be coming around. Down and around. It just feels like the hair is coming from 2 different places and not one person's hair. So, what? Each opponent loses 1 lore. Incredible value. Stay right there. I mean, you don't have a choice, I guess, but still. Don't move, says Rapunzel. This should get an enchanted card. This should be in the D23 box. This is what's up. We love Flynn Rider cards and him covered in hair. Don't get me started. Poison Apple has seen some use lately. It's pretty cool. There's lots of princesses out there. There's tons of princesses out there. Poison Apple is an item card. You pay down for 3 ink, and then you have to pay 1 ink. Then you can banish this item. Exert chosen character. If a princess character is chosen, banish her instead. This is getting some play. This is the spice that's in some decks right now. Give it a chance. Give it a read. 1 taste of a poison apple, and the victim's eyes will close forever, especially if it's a princess. So many chosen princess characters. I think even, Mulan's a princess. Oh, the apple could banish her. Shield of Virtue, you exert it. You pay 3 ink, and then you ready chosen character. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. I've used this card. Lots of people are using this last set for set 4 championships in a red-blue item deck for Tamatoa. Just because it's a 1-cost item. 1-cost items, pretty sicko mode. And then they would never use it. But late game, they could use it just to like keep their characters safe. It's a good deck card. It was very good for set 4 meta. I don't know if people are playing it right now. Maybe they are with that Queen Tribal deck. The very last card that we will talk about, the Sword of Truth, the item. The 4-cost, banish this item, banish chosen villain character. There's plenty of villain characters out here. So which would you rather have, this one or this one? Both of them cost 4 in the end because this one you have to pay the kicker of 1. But this one can banish Steel Cinderella Stouthearted. But this one cannot banish Steel Cinderella Stouthearted. But it could banish stuff like Tamatoa or Maleficent Monstrous Dragon or Medusa Lady Tremaine. Lots of villains. But this one could banish Cinderella Stouthearted. And that's pretty cool. When even Maui can't banish Cinderella Stouthearted on the turn that is played because it has resist 2 and then it would only do 4 damage. Bad deal. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm literally so much, show it to so many more people. So if you got this far, please hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next Monday for another one of these videos talking about all the Sapphire cards. Sapphire, I hardly know her.